Okay, hi guys, it's Dia here. I just started my YouTube channel about a month ago, and mostly it's I only have 30 subscribers right now, but that is doubled from like the first couple weeks I made it, so I'm happy about that. And I need to figure out how to do the editing and what kind of little catchphrase I'm gonna use and all that kind of stuff. So I don't have all of the little kinks worked out right now, but I still do have a lot of topics that I want to discuss. And my video that I made about the whole racism issue, where there was it was in reference to a Facebook post that one of my Facebook friends made about whether or not black men and white women really do love each other when they're together and when they have children, or if it's just the infatuation that they have with mixed babies and the interracial thing and the infatuation that black men have with white women. So I got a whole lot of views on that. I got a lot of comments. I got some haters, but like I said on my Facebook post, that's how you know when you're up and coming. When the haters come, that's how you know you're doing something right. And go figure, the haters were a white dude and a black girl, which are the ones who are like super pissed off about interracial relationships. And before I go into the next topic, I'd just like to say that maybe more black women and white men should get together, and maybe they wouldn't be so pissed off all the time, and maybe they wouldn't have time to hate on other people loving each other, in particular black men and white women. So go on ahead and get down with the swirl, guys, and maybe you'll actually be happy with your life and stop hating on other people that love each other. Okay? So, this is kind of it is on the same topic, but it was a few days after I made this video. I made the other video. I had seen a Facebook post that someone shared that a black man made a post about Jordan Peele being married to a white woman, and he was saying that oh, fuck Jordan and fuck his movies, and like saying all this shit because Jordan was married to a white woman. And Jordan Peele, he is biracial, first of all. Secondly, he is trying to empower black people. He said that he will only cast black men in his lead roles, and which he has done. Great movies, by the way. And this black dude was really hating on Jordan because he found out that Jordan's married to a white woman. And so, of course, I go to the original post and I comment, and I'm like, oh, gasp. Oh no, Jordan's married to a white woman. However, will we give him credit for his creative genius now? And then I made another little paragraph below that, and I was like, it's 2019, not 1819. And those of you all who are keeping this hateful mentality alive, it's pretty ironic and pretty toxic that you're keeping the very same hatred alive that you claim to despise. And of course, I don't know how anybody can hate on that comment or say anything negative about that comment, but they do. And it was a black guy this time, and he called me a cave dweller, and he said he was talking shit about me being, I guess, I never heard the cave dweller thing, but I guess it's because I'm white and I'm pale, so he's insinuating that I live in the cave. Never heard that one before. That's a new one, but okay. And his profile picture was a cartoon, and all of his profile pictures were cartoons, but he had some kind of it was like it sounded like an African name that he made up for himself. His cartoons were like American cartoons, so I don't know if he was American or not, but he wouldn't show his face. And I was like, why don't you show your face? What's wrong? Are you too ugly? You're afraid people are going to make fun of you? Because he was trying to talk about the way I looked and stuff. So Like he went to my page, got pictures off my page, and was posting on the comment, which they're hot pictures, so I don't know what point he was trying to prove. And, you know, there were a couple other black guys who jumped on and were like, you know, stay sexy, and, you know, he's just hating. Okay, and then that was him. And then he blocked me when I, you know, made some intelligent points that he could not, you know, he had no comeback for those, so he just blocked me. So, and then the black female that commented, she was like, you know, when like I said, my comment said, you know, this is 2019. Why are y'all keeping the 1819 mentality alive? You know, she's like, well, maybe because you were killing us 200 years ago. And she was like, your people killed my people and blah, blah, blah. Like, my people killed your people? Are you sure it was my people? Because I did my genealogy back to the 1800s, and I don't think that, you know, my family didn't own a plantation. You know, and that was on my grandmother, my maternal grandmother's side. I don't know about my paternal family. They're pretty much all dead, and we don't know a lot about them. But pretty sure they're Italian. Yeah. So, you know, she was like, your people killed my people, and, you know, so I'm going to be on your back like bra straps. Like, bitch, you act like you really trying to fight me, you know, because you try to say my people kills your people, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't my people. But, you know, hey, you want to be mad at me for whatever reason, you know, I don't understand that. But that's my point that I'm trying to make. You know, people who are, how are you hating on love? How are you hating on, you know, Jordan, and I think her name's Chelsea. I can't even remember. She's another actress. But, yeah, it's like Chelsea Peretti or some shit like that. But you can Google it for yourself. But, you know, they look happy. How can anyone be mad at that? Or how can you take away from the fact that Jordan is a creative genius and he is trying to do things for black people, even though he is biracial? You know, his mother is white. So there's that. You know, why all this hatred when we're talking about love? People who love each other, people who are married, people who have been together for years, people who have children together, you know, who see themselves together for the future. How can people hate on that? Like, how miserable do you have to be? How much do you have to hate yourself to hate on people that love each other? Like, I just do not understand this shit for the life of me. I mean, I'm pretty fucking miserable, but I love to see other people in love, and I love to see other people happy. You know, I don't care what color they are. And I really wish that would catch on, you know, because like I was saying on the post, you know, this is not 1819 anymore. You know, I understand that America has a lot of racism. There's still a lot of systematic racism going on, you know, but we are in the process of remedying that. And that has been around for centuries, you know, and racism still goes on in other parts of the world. Slavery was all over the world, you know, but we are living in a time now that we understand we cannot treat other people inhumanely. You know, we cannot treat humans inhumanely. And we are learning this. This is not something that is going to be remedied overnight. But you holding on to the same mentality of the people you claimed oppressed you is not going to help solve any problems. How's that going to help? If you take on the mentality of the oppressor, the mentality that you claim to hate, the mentality that brought slavery and racism into existence, why are you holding on to that? Let it go. You know, we're evolving. We are moving along. We are, you know, the white people, most white people who are alive now don't want anything to do with racism, you know, and people are angry about slavery still. And it's like, do you know how many white people actually own slaves? It's like less than fucking 5% of the population. So you are holding, you know, subsequent generations accountable for 5% of, you know, people's wrongdoings, you know, decades ago. And that's not cool. How are we going to advance as human beings if people are still holding on to these mentalities? We need to evolve. We need to think higher. You know, which brings me to my next point. We're all the human race. Oh my God, what a concept. You know, we're all people. We're all people. We all evolved from Africa. We all, you know, we look different because, I said this in my last video, we look different because we evolved in different climates in different parts of the world. So we have different physical characteristics. But we are all here now, stuck on this same god-awful fucking rock in this same universe. We're all here together. You know, why are we still fighting about this shit? You know, we're trying to move along. We're trying to do better. We are trying to, you know, advance. And people who hold on to this hateful mentality that two people that look different cannot love each other, you're keeping the hate alive. Don't you want to kill that shit? Don't you want to kill the hate? I do. I'm sick of the shit. I'm sick of it. You know, I want us to all come together to advance our society as much as possible. We're not advancing if we're stuck in this stagnant mentality that certain people are superior to others just because of their level of melanin in their skin or lack thereof. You know, that is the same mentality that keeps racism alive. Let that shit go so it can fucking die. Okay? If I can change one person's mind on this, then, you know, hallelujah. You know, if I could change one person's mind on this whole thing. Because if you think about it, it's really ignorant. Race is a social construct that was created to keep us divided. You know, do a little research about that too, how the entire concept of race came about, you know, especially in America in particular, in the United States. You know, do a little research it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. You know, do a little research for yourself. But once again, you know, if you think that two people that look different can't love each other, can't have babies together, can't be friends, can't, you know what I'm saying? You're the problem. You're the problem. I'm so glad that the racist generations, they're fucking dying off. I'm so glad. And in a couple more generations, I think things are going to be so much better because most of these old mentalities are going to die along with the generations that still hang on to them. Unfortunately, there are still people that are teaching this shit to their children. So, you know, they're still trying to keep that shit alive. But for the most part, those motherfuckers are dying off. And in a couple generations, things will be better for everyone. And there's going to be a lot more mixed people. And it's going to be beautiful. Okay? Okay. Feel free to comment or inbox me or offer suggestions for new topics. Again, you know, I just started my YouTube channel and I like to speak on social issues. That's something that I'm passionate about. Relationships, mental health, social issues, things like that. Like, those are things that I really love talking about. I also have a couple of my music videos in here because I do a little singing and I do a little rapping. And so I have the couple of videos in my YouTube videos as well, which I don't have a huge collection yet. So, but it says my music in the beginning of the title of the video. Also, I have some cat videos because I'm a cat lady. So I I have 3 rescue cats, and I feed feral cats where I currently live in New Orleans. And there are so many stray cats running around. There's feral chickens as well, but that's another thing. I feed them sometimes too. But the feral cats, I volunteer for the Trap Neuter Release program, and I help catch the cats and get them spayed and neutered and then return them into the community. And I have a couple, one colony by my apartment that I feed every day. There's probably about 15 to 20 cats. And we keep getting new kitties coming around because, you know, feeding them. And I feed another colony once a week on Napoleon that this other cat lady, you know, she feeds them during the week and I feed them on the weekends. So I have some little cat videos sprinkled in to keep, to keep the balance, because, generally I'm talking about how stupid people are. So, yeah, just for some little happiness and cheer, I got the cute little kitty videos as well. So, again, feel free to comment, and to the business that I'm white trash. I'm going to go have a white trash party right now, just for you. Okay? All right. I'll talk to you guys later.